Hello and welcome to the Premier League Team of the Week. This is where I give my opinion on the best players and then put them into a Team of the Week in the Premier League. This one was pretty hard. There was a lot of good performers. There was a couple of really good performers that come off the bench in Mahrez and Ashley Barnes. There was also Shaqiri, who had a very, very good first half, but then went off at half time. So because they only played a small section of the game, I felt that they shouldn't be in it. So they're not in it. But there was loads of really, really good candidates in certain areas, especially the goalkeeper. There was loads and on the wings, but not too many in other places, like up front. I really struggled there. But let's get straight into it. We're doing a 4-3-3 with wingers, so I hope you enjoy. Make sure you press the like button and subscribe if you are new if you enjoy this video. So in goal, we have Arsenal goalkeeper Peter Cech. So this one was really tough. Patricio, David De Gea and Lucas Fabianski all had really, really good games. But I felt Cech probably deserved it overall. He made some really, really good saves first half and second half. And if it wasn't for him, they probably would have gone on to lose the game. If Everton would have scored, it would have changed the game completely. But time and time again, Peter Cech, who's come into a lot of criticism lately, has just dug them out time and time again in this game, making saves from Richarlison, Walcott and Dominic Calvert-Lewin. This meant that he kept it a 0-0, which eventually meant that Arsenal would have gone on and won the game. So a very, very impressive display by the veteran there. And also, after all of the criticism of him, it's good to see him once again having a really, really good game. So in goal, we have Peter Cech. So in our back four, we have right back, we have Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is one of my favourite players at the moment. He is very, very talented indeed. At right back, he's more of a wing back. He gets so far up the pitch, he completes loads of dribbles. He really, really powers down the right hand side. He puts in crosses. He is a former winger that's been converted into a fullback. He offers so much going forward. Very, very impressive display by Wan-Bissaka indeed. Couldn't get the win, but I felt like he really deserved to be in right back. Two centre-backs we have in this formation. The first one is Willy Boly of Wolves. Willy Boly, really, really good performance by him. He kept Lukaku quiet, which isn't an easy thing to do at all. He was absolutely solid as a rock. Put in some vital interceptions in the game and also could have scored himself. Really, really solid. He kept Wolves all together and kept the Manchester United attack at bay, earning a very valuable point at Old Trafford. Next, we have West Ham defender Fabian Balbuena. When he came in after the first couple of games, I wasn't sure. I thought he was pretty poor, to be fair. I wasn't impressed at all, but the last two games against Everton and Chelsea, I've been so impressed. He's been so strong at the back. He's been physical. He's been heading everything out. He has been amazing, and I felt like he was man of the match in this game, West Ham versus Chelsea. He is so solid, and I've been so impressed, and I feel like he was definitely deserved to be in this Team of the Week. Also, the other centre-back, Diop, had a very good game as well. But Balbuena, for me, was key in that 0-0, keeping a clean sheet and getting a very, very, very valuable point against Chelsea. At left-back, we have Danny Rose. So Danny Rose, in the last few weeks, has been really, really impressive, actually. Really impressive indeed. He played very, very well against Switzerland for England, and he's done well since for Tottenham. He was a constant threat down the left-hand side. He seemed to have so much room, gliding past Montoya every single time. Very, very key in this win. He looked like the Danny Rose of old. He's looked very, very solid in the last few games, and by far the best left-back this week. Three central midfielders. The first is someone that is constantly in these teams. And how long will it be until he gets an England call-up? I am, of course, talking James Madison. So Madison, he set up a couple of the goals. He scored one as well. A beautiful free kick. So many key passes in this game. He is absolutely amazing. He is adapted to life in the Premier League so easy, so simple, and he has looked absolutely fantastic for Leicester. When they spent over £20 million on him, I wasn't sure if he would be able to make the step up, but how wrong I was. He's looked absolutely brilliant in a different league than last season. He's been absolutely fantastic. He threads everything together. He's always looking. He takes the set pieces. He takes the free kicks. He takes the corners. He's everywhere. He's constantly looking for that pass. And I think he will 110% be in the England squad next time. Next, we have Wolves midfielder Ruben Neves. So Neves was one of the best players of the season last year in the Championship, and he has adapted to life, as you would expect, being a former Champions League player, very, very easily. He is so solid. I don't think he's even had a touch in the box yet. He was in a deeper role, and he kept United very, very quiet. He was key in everything that Wolves did. He was solid. He kept things ticking along and also making some vital interceptions. This is somebody that is clearly way too good to be at a club like Wolves. However, can Wolves make the step up so that that is no longer the case? It'll be interesting to see in the next few weeks how Wolves do. But Neves is key to what Wolves want to play and accomplish. He is an absolute brilliant player, and it was a toss-up between him and Moutinho, who obviously scored that cracking goal, the equaliser at Old Trafford. But I felt like Neves did a lot more throughout the game. So that is why he is in central midfield. Third and final central midfielder, it is İlkay Gundogan. Now for me, he is the player of the week. He scored a cracking goal, unstoppable. There's nothing Neil Everidge could have done. I think he made 2 assists, key passes. He was everywhere. He was absolutely pivotal in this team. He was the reason why they were so comfortable in the end. An absolutely fantastic display by somebody that's come into a lot of criticism recently by Manchester City fans. But he was in a world of his own. He was definitely my man of the match. He was everywhere, and I felt that also he could have, he looked like he could easily fill the void of De Bruyne. That's how good he was. He looked absolutely fantastic against Cardiff in that 5-0 win. Next we have the wingers, and on the right wing we have Raheem Sterling. So Raheem Sterling, I don't think he did score. No, he didn't score, but he had a very, very, very good game indeed. This is somebody who has the most assists and goals since last season, which is an amazing stat. He's been so key in how they go about things at Manchester City. He will be a key player in the future. Obviously, there's some issues with his contract. But that seems to, yes, he set up one goal, the Gundogan goal. He was everywhere. He was constantly causing problems down the wings and coming in and also causing problems inside. He looked very, very good, as you would expect. This is a very, very good player, and he is getting better and better and better under Pep Guardiola. It'll be interesting to see where he is come the end of the season. But he has looked very, very good in the opening few weeks. So right wing, we have Raheem Sterling. Left wing, somebody that I totally forgot even played football, Aaron Lennon. Really good performance by Aaron Lennon. He scored and he set one up, and he was a constant threat down the wing for Burnley. They won 4-0, and I had to put somebody in, and Aaron Lennon, thoroughly deserves to be in the side. Aaron Lennon scored his first goal for over 2.5 years and has had problems with his mental health, meaning that he was detained under the Mental Health Act a year ago or so. But then he moved to Burnley, and he's tried to get his career back on track. And today, I feel like he was absolutely brilliant on Saturday. Brilliant goal, and causing problems, running really, really sharply down the wing, crossing in and making a hell of a lot of chances for Burnley. Thoroughly deserves to be in this side, and it's great to see him back on his feet. And finally, in the striking role, we have Jamie Vardy. Set one up and scored one. He He provided the assist for Kelechi Iheanacho's equaliser goal against against Huddersfield, and then he scored the third goal, which sort of just won the game, and there was no way back for Huddersfield. A really, really good performance by the former England international, causing the Huddersfield backline so many problems throughout the game. It is a shame to see that he has hung up his boots for England, but I'm really, really impressed by this performance. There was a couple of decent performers. Mitrovic had a really, really good game, Lacazette, but I felt like overall Vardy, with his goal, with his assist, and all of his link-up play, he thoroughly deserves to be in the side. So that is my lineup. Checking goal, Wan-Bissaka, Willy Bolly, Balbuena, and Danny Rose. In midfield, we have Madison, Ruben Neves, and Ilkay Gundogan. In the wing roles, we have Aaron, Lennon, and Raheem Sterling, and then Jamie Vardy as the lone striker. Thank you so much for everyone that has tuned in. Subscribe if you're new. I hope you enjoyed this video. My name is Mike, and I will see you soon.